Welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andio.
And we are KAMMA, about to talk about UFC 307, our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for UFC 307. This is looking really good, man, in Utah. And we are talking about, obviously, the main event is going to be Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. But we're going to talk about the prelims here. So the final predictions for the prelims, our thoughts and face-offs. Hitting it off right away with the first fight, we got Court McGee versus Tim Means. And who you got here, Andy O?
Okay, here I'm still going to go with Tim Means. I just like his length and the fact that he's more varied and unorthodox with the way he fights. I think he's going to have more volume. He's younger than McGee, or he's not younger than McGee, but he seems younger than McGee, and he moves kind of younger than him. And I actually think he's going to try and pour it on earlier in the fight because McGee's way to win is just that simple kind of pressure-based attack and keep moving forward. And I think I don't think Means wants to take this fight too long, if he could avoid it. So the odds shouldn't be what they are, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be picking McGee, right? I still think Means will win.
Yeah, man, I'm still on the same side of Tim Means, man. He's looking good. As you can see here, he's taller than Court McGee. I find that he's a little bit more bigger. He's a little bit more ripped. Court McGee's in good shape too. I mean, both of these guys are in good shape, but Tim Means looks leaner. He looks meaner. As the name says, Tim Means, he looks meaner. And yeah, man, he looks like he's going to be able to get the win here, man. I like what I like how he looks here in the face-offs. Both of these guys are very serious. Tim Means looks very serious, man. I like the height advantage. And like I said, he looks in great shape. I got Tim Means winning this one here by KO or decision. I think that he's just going to be the better boxer, especially on the feet, man. This guy is going to be the better striker by far. He's way more precise with his striking. He's way better with his striking. I think he fends off the takedowns from Court McGee too. I don't think Court McGee is going to be able to take him down easily, especially with the height advantage for Tim Means there. I think it's going to be harder for Court McGee to get him down. I also don't think Court McGee is going to land very many, good punches to the face of Tim Means either. Tim Means is going to move around. I think he's going to dodge some of his punches. And I think that Tim Means can fend off the takedowns. I know Court McGee is going to be trying to take him down the whole time, but yeah, man, I think Tim Means wins this one for sure, man, in this one. All right. We're still in agreement with the first fight of the prelims. Let's move on up to the next fight. Oh, yeah, the ladies, man. Carla Esparza versus Tisha Pennington. Look at Tisha Pennington, man. She's looking really ripped. She looks good. She's muscular. She looks bigger than Carla Esparza. I thought that Carla Esparza was going to be a little bit more in a better shape, actually, but she's not really in the best of shape, man. You could tell that she's getting older, man. Like, I don't know what you think, man, but like, I didn't think that she looks in the best of shape that she normally does, at 36 years old. I mean, these girls are both the same age, 36, 35. And, I think Tisha Pennington's in way better shape. What about you?
In a little better shape. They both look kind of weird to me overall, though. I don't know. Maybe Carla Esparza's just getting used to married life and, life away from the cage a little bit. And I still think it's going to be a Pennington night for both of them. And I still got Tisha here winning by decision.
Yeah, I got Tisha Pennington for sure, man. She looks better. She looks stronger. She looks leaner. She looks more ripped, more muscular. I think Carla's going to have a hard time taking her down. I could see Tisha Pennington fending off some takedowns in this one because I know, obviously, Carla Esparza is a wrestler. That's what she's going to try to do the whole time. She's going to try to wrestle Tisha and try to get her on the ground. And I think Tisha will be able to fend off the takedowns and land more punches. I think she's going to hurt Carla Esparza actually get more damage. And Carla Esparza bruises easily, man. She gets damaged very easily. You've seen it in her fights. Her face gets smashed up, bloodied up, puffed up. I think Tisha Pennington is going to look like the better fighter in this one and do more damage. So, yeah, I definitely got Tisha Pennington winning this one by decision as well, man.
Yeah, and you gotta figure she's going to have a lot more volume when it's on the feet also.
Yeah, man, more volume as well, especially in the striking for sure. And like I said, man, if Carla can't get those takedowns and wrestle the way she normally does, there's no way she's winning this fight. All right, let's move on up. We're still in agreement with Tisha Pennington. Next fight, Ryan Spann versus Ovince St. Preux.
Yeah, yeah. I got to pick. I almost said it. OSP. I almost made the Freudian slip there. Yeah. So Ryan Spann's still the pick. Look, he's just younger, and I feel he still may think he has some kind of good future in the UFC, which I don't think he does. But like, he has to beat OSP here, man. OSP. I really don't like anything about the way he fights these days. You don't really get the impression that he wants to be there. The volume just isn't there. So give me Ryan Spann by knockout.
Yeah, man, I got Ryan Spann as well. Seriously, Ovince St. Preux they both look good. They're both in great shape. I like Ryan Spann. He's a bit leaner, more ripped. Ovince St. Preux is obviously thicker. He's the bigger guy. He's a little bit more muscular, but I like Ryan Spann's height here. He's a little bit taller than Ovince St. Preux. I like that Ryan Spann is leaner because I think he's going to be quicker on the feet. I think he's going to move around way quicker than Ovince St. Preux. We've seen Ovince St. Preux being very sluggish in the cage. When he fights, he's sluggish. He moves slowly. He hits you with these looping punches, wild punches that aren't accurate at all. Ryan Spann, I think he's gonna be able to box better. I think he's gonna land some leg kicks. I think he's gonna move around well. And I like Ryan Spann to get a win here. I got Ryan Spann winning by knockout as well. I think he catches the chin of Ovince St. Preux. I think he catches him standing on the feet. Ryan Spann could also grapple, though. He has submissions. And if this fight goes to the ground, hopefully it's Ryan Spann that's on top. Because if Ovince St. Preux gets on top, that could be a problem. He's a bit heavier than Ryan Spann. So I'm hoping that Ryan Spann keeps this fight standing. But if he manages to get a takedown of his own, or maybe even get the back of Ovince St. Preux, he could latch up a sub. He's got some good rear naked chokes, Ryan Spann, in his submissions. But I'm leaning more towards a knockout victory here for Ryan Spann.
Yeah, me too.
So we're in agreement again in the fight here in the prelims. Let's move on up to the next fight. We got Cesar Almeida versus Ihor Potieria. So for this one here, I gotta say though, Cesar looks good, man. The guy is in great shape. He's pretty ripped there. He looks good. But Ihor too is in great shape, and I was surprised to see Ihor he looks a little bit more muscular and he's taller than Cesar Almeida. I am a little bit worried now after seeing the weigh-ins here and seeing the face-offs here that Ihor looks pretty good, man. He's definitely going to be on the dog list. We'll talk about the betting later. I still have Cesar Almeida winning this one. I think he's a better kickboxer, and I think that I think he's going to be a little bit more of a polished striker. I think Potieria is not as good in striking. I don't know. I think Almeida can land something good here. I think he can land some hard punches. We've seen Potieria go down. We've seen Potieria get knocked out very easily. So I think Cesar can win by knockout or decision. But I just don't trust Ihor's chin, man. So I got to go with Cesar. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going with Potieria here. I'm going with a much younger guy. I don't have any faith in Almeida yet. I don't have much in Potieria either, but at this wideness in value, I just definitely can't pick Almeida. It's almost a dog or pass situation. So the way Potieria is going to win is by being a lot more aggressive earlier on. I think Almeida is going to want to be patient and use his very technical kickboxing if it was his way. And I think Potieria is going to end up getting him down in that initial surge and get him really tired. I don't know, man. I think Almeida has the beginnings of a dad bod here. Is that possible, or is it just the picture here?
Yeah, man.
Man.
I think he looks okay still.
Yeah, he looks all right. But give me the dog here. Potieria winning by a knockout or a sub.
I do agree with you though that Almeida, he's in decent shape, but I do agree that Ihor is a little bit in better shape. He's more muscular and more ripped. I was expecting Almeida to come in better shape than that, but he looks okay. He looks decent. You know what I mean? He's not horrible.
No,
but he's gonna have to catch the chin of Potieria, man. He's gonna have to land something decent on him to put him away. Potieria is pretty sneaky though. He's pretty sneaky. I'm not saying it with high confidence that Cesar will win. It's a slight lean, but I'm going to still stick with Cesar Almeida to get the victory here. All right, let's move on up to the next fight. We got Austin Hubbard versus Alex Hernandez here.
So here, this one, I'm still going to be sticking with Austin Hubbard. I think this fight is going to go. It's going to go a little long-ish. I'm hoping, kind of, also because I feel that that's a kind of a path for Hubbard is to get Hernandez tired, which I feel will happen. And with elevation or not, the guy gasses usually. The guy gets frustrated, as I talked about before. And Hubbard is just more of a dog. And I think that dogginess is going to be too much for Hernandez, who's going to start losing hope somewhere in the middle of at the middle of the second round, if the fight lasts that long. But if the fight doesn't last long, I think that it would be Hernandez getting the win. And if he can't get the win like pretty quickly, I think it's Hubbard all day long. But you do.
Yeah, I'm on the side of Austin Hubbard still too, man. So we're in agreement there. Austin Hubbard looks taller. As you can see, he's much taller. I find that he's in better shape than Hernandez, man. He looks very, very ripped here. He looks in great muscular shape. Hernandez, he's got that weird stomach, man, that bulge in his stomach. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's ropes or what. Like, it's just weird. Weird body type he has there, man. But
as a matter of fact, this just popped into my head, but I have a pic in my mind of these old-time bodybuilders and the steroid kind of abuse problems that they develop. And a lot of them seem to have like these bowling balls, like this guy, like where their stomach is.
Bulging from the stomach.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Does this make any sense?
Like I said, that's why I think it could be Roy, something like he has that bulge coming out of his stomach there.
Like in 10 years, this guy is going to have like a bowling ball there.
Seriously. Anyways, I prefer Austin Hubbard's shape. He looks in much better shape. He's taller. Austin Hubbard, the fact that he fights out of elevation, fight team, that's his camp. The guy is always there in Denver, Colorado. So he is used to the elevation all the time. You know what I mean? And Hernandez gasses out even when he's not in elevation. You know what I mean? So I got to go with Austin Hubbard here, especially the fact that, Alex Hernandez lost 4 out of his last 5 fights, man. You can't trust the guy, man. You just really can't trust him. Austin Hubbard's the pick for sure. I think after this loss by Alex Hernandez, he's getting the hell out of there. He's not staying in the UFC for sure.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here. Exactly. Like we're done with this guy. All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Marina Rodriguez versus Yasmin Lucindo. I'm still with Yasmin Lucindo, the younger girl, man. Like, we got to talk about the age difference, man. It's absolutely insane. We're talking 15 years younger, man. And I thought that Marina was going to be towering over her, like being extremely taller. It's not even that bad. It's 3 inches for real. It's not that bad at all. I like that, Lucindo looks good. She's lean. She looks a little bit thicker, actually, than Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks pretty skinny there. Obviously, Rodriguez is ripped, but she looks very, very skinny, man. The weight cut for her, I think she looked very skinny during the weigh-ins, and Lucindo looks good, man. I think Lucindo's going to get the win here. I think she's hungrier, she's younger, she's just a better fighter. She's got some slick takedowns and good ground game. She could punch hard. She's got power, good kicks. Marina Rodriguez is like a one-trick pony, man. She fights the same way all the time. We've never seen her really improve her game over the years. So, yeah, Yasmin Lucindo's the pick, man, for sure. I got Yasmin winning this one by a KO or decision. I think she might even be able to crack Marina and knock her out, possibly.
Yeah, and she's tough, though, Maria Rodriguez. That's the thing. And she is very good at that one thing, that boxing kind of style that she has. So Lucindo has to stay out of that range, and I expect her to do that, move around a lot, use those takedowns, and just use that the exuberance of youth to win a decision here over Marina Rodriguez.
Yeah, we're in agreement here. Yasmin's the pick here. Now we are moving on to the main event of the prelims here. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley.
Okay, now, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. For this one, Joaquin Buckley looks amazing. This guy is absolutely in phenomenal shape. He's huge. He's built. He's ripped. He's muscular.
You sound like if you knew the drugs he was on, you would plug him.
Seriously, man, like this guy is, his muscles have muscles, man. You can see how big he is. He's just so much thicker than Wonderboy Thompson, man. You could tell that Wonderboy Thompson's getting old. You know, the gray hair, the slimmer body, less muscle mass like he used to have. He's much skinnier, not as muscular. I really think that Wonderboy Thompson will not have the power that he used to have. I don't think that he's going to hurt Buckley. I think Buckley's going to be quicker than him, more athletic than him. I think he's going to come charging at Wonderboy. I think he's going to take down Wonderboy many times in this fight. I think he's going to surprise Wonderboy with some leg kicks, some knees, some spinning back fists. Like the guy is he's unorthodox. You don't know what Joaquin Buckley's going to do in the cage. So, you know, Wonderboy is going to get surprised with a lot of crazy shots, crazy punches coming from all different angles. I just think Joaquin Buckley's just too fast for him, too skilled for him, too athletic for him. And he's going to get the win here, man. I'm sorry, but Joaquin Buckley's going to win this one. I got Joaquin Buckley winning by KO or decision. He's never subbed anybody, so there's no way he's getting a submission. But ground and pound is very, very live here. If he takes him down, gets on top, ground and pound, can knock him out, finish him, get a ref stoppage, or win a decision just by over-pointing him in punches and being more active.
Here I'm going to have to go with Wonderboy. I think you don't really need to have all those roids and muscles to fight effectively the way Wonderboy does. I think Buckley's going to get a little surprised and at how difficult it could be to deal with that kind of, that karate style and stance that Wonderboy has. I think Buckley with him, he is good all around, but I don't think he really goes for a specific game plan all that much in his fights. Like he'll do a bunch of everything probably, but it's not like he'll really do it when he really should. He's not like going to say, okay, I have a solid game plan. I'm going to go for this many takedowns here, and then I'm going to move on to that depending on how things go. Seems like he's more off the cuff there.
I think that his fight camp, I think his camp is telling him he's got to get him down. I mean, that's what everybody is telling Joaquin Buckley. Yo, you got to take down.
Yeah, but Buckley's a guy that wants to show off a bit too. And I don't think this is a guy to be showing off with. Especially when it comes to the betting with the way the odds are, man, I got to pick Wonderboy here, but this is our winner show. And I always tell you guys who to win. So I'm telling you guys that Wonderboy is going to pull it off decision. And maybe I'm crazy, but I think there's a little possibility that Thompson gets the knockout here when Buckley comes at him in something really fancy and cool looking, but to Buckley's detriment. But probably decision for Wonderboy.
I'll tell you something though, Andy O. I do have Thompson as one of my dog picks. We'll talk about the betting, but he's definitely a live dog, man. I'm not gonna count him out. I just think
it was close for me though, very close. Still, it was hard for me to make my pick, but I have to, So there you go.
I just think Buckley is just too athletic for him, man, and too muscular and big and strong. So that's the only thing. Now, if it was Wonderboy from like 5 years ago, I would have went Wonderboy for sure. It's just that now he's getting older, man. I don't think he has that power anymore. I think he's.
I don't see that. Just that level of drop that you may see in Thompson yet, right? I do see a little bit of a drop from his past, like 1 fight ago to 2 to 3 fights ago, compared to like how he was 6-7 years ago, right? But that drop is really like small increments. I think not enough to make me pick Buckley yet. Like next year, I'm probably picking Buckley. Let's put it that way.
All right, there you have it, folks. Our final predictions for the prelims. I thought Andy O was going to switch his pick with Buckley and jump on the Buckley bandwagon there, but he is not. But yeah, there you have it, man. We're in disagreement with, I think, a couple of fights in this prelims. Like and subscribe, folks. Stay tuned for our final predictions for the main card coming up next. Peace out, folks. KA MMA.